Well, here we are again in the Weaver's studio. How is this chair project going?
It's going good.
And how many are there?
4.
4 of them, okay. Well, we already saw a bit of that last week. What is this next to you? I see a rug. Maybe you'll show us that.
Oh, yeah, I can.
So is that a good size rug?
Oh, this is the biggest rug or longest rug I have ever made.
Whoa.
You'll have to unroll it.
Oh, I don't believe it.
And I'll never make one again.
Why is that?
Well, and this is also made out of old blue jeans. And I did a good job of matching the darks all the way through it and the lights.
Well, that must be hard to work with because that's tough material.
Yeah, well, it is, and it's 10 foot long, but I would never make it again because there's no way to wash it. I mean, washers, I'd have to go to a laundromat.
Okay, a commercial laundromat.
Commercial laundromat. And there it is.
So how far is it from one end to the other? How long is it?
10 feet.
10 feet, okay.
Yep, 10 foot exactly. And it's not as wide as I could have made it, but yeah. And then I have some smaller ones.
Okay, maybe we can look at some more.
Yeah.
And here in front of your spinning wheel, I see you have a whole bag of them. Can we look at these today?
Yes, I can. I was going to look at them myself. I'm looking for a gift.
Oh, so a bag of them. Why are these in a bag like that? Are they something special?
Well, yeah, they're all from the same loom, but they're all different. I think most of them are different warps. There might be a couple repeats.
Okay, well that's interesting. Maybe you'll show them to us. So every time you warped a loom, you just happened to save one from each warp.
Yeah, or just, some of the finest ones that I liked. Of course, what I like doesn't mean everybody likes, but, and this one is, it's some kind of a blanket.
Oh, okay, the material in it.
Yeah, the material in it.
Since it's made out of scrap materials, and this one is a beige. It actually looks like this is a beige and brown bag of rugs, which surprised me because you do so much with color. And here we've got clouds. Oh, and this one has checks in it.
Here's another one in the beige and brown.
Okay, and you throw that over the one underneath with a little bit overlapping, just like a Turkish carpet salesman.
With different, this has 2 different kinds of material in it. Well, not different kinds. It looks like this was an old drape or something like that. It's just an old cloth.
Okay, so memories in the mold.
It's the same cloth but 2 different colors. It's kind of a boring.
And another one there.
Yeah, another one. It's the same.
On the beige and brown theme.
Well, because of the color in this warp, I probably chose a lot of the, same colors.
And this one I see has some warm tones in it.
And actually, it is the same warp again, but it does have. I think it's an old drape.
And I guess what kind of material? The one underneath is showing solid, whereas this
well, it's
I had a pattern on it.
Yeah,
I take
had a pattern. It's yeah.
And so these were special ones saved?
Yeah,
the reserve selection.
Yeah, well, you make quite a few rugs out of the same warp. And so I usually kept, one of each. And this is a different warp altogether. It's a black and green and turquoise.
And some bright stripes of blue splashed through.
And it's a little bit longer, because I guess I had more material.
Okay, blues and greens.
Yeah, I think there's another one in that warp, too.
Okay, from the same warp.
Yeah. I haven't looked at these for a long time, and I need that gift all the time. Ah, and this is the same warp, but with a black background of green. And this one has,
Okay,
I
so
guess, all black with
this one
stripes.
more green, this one more blue, but this one also with the stripes flying through.
That really does show up different. Okay, then we got some, oh, here's one that's, it's all the same warp, and it's made out of old flour sacks.
Flour sacks?
Yeah, I was sorry I tore them up.
Well, does anybody even know what that is? A cloth sack that flour came in.
Yep, exactly.
How old were they?
You can see the advertisement.
How old were they? That must have been back to what, the 50s, the 40s, the 30s?
You know what? I have no idea. But that was just the same warp on that.
And here you go, again with that move, the Turkish carpet salesman. Speaking of which, you've been to Turkey.
Yeah.
And you've seen the display and the show they make, and you've seen some of the weaving there, too.
And this is a warp that's sort of just a mixture. I've centered a pattern in it. Don't usually, I was probably looking to use up different warps. And then this material is I think this was an old curtain too. It used to make nice, you know.
And is there any kind of material you can or can't use in them?
I wouldn't use, with that stuff, it doesn't, I can't even think of the name of it.
Oh, polyester.
Polyester, good
All
one.
you have to say is that stuff that...
You can't, yeah. You can't tear it. Anything I can't rip up myself, I would not, you know, I won't do. You know, and I have done like oddball things like neckties.
Oh, and this has those stripes in the center that start here and go there.
Yeah.
So it's got a different character in the center and out toward the ends.
Yeah. I usually like 3 in a row a lot of times because then that makes a chain look. And that's I only have it in one place on these. But I like more intricate designs. But this looks like corduroy. Yeah. Yep. And 2 different colors. I worked the ends to match to go to the middle.
Okay, a nice selection of rugs there. And now, who belongs to all the toys?
Who do you think? Here. You got a toy. Here's a squeaker. Come here, Brutus. Come here. Yeah, that's your squeaker. That's your squeaker.
Now, I know there's a loom back in the other room, and I see one there, and I see one here, and I know there's one behind me, but this is the one that you made those rugs on.
Correct.
Okay.
And there's the brand name.
Okay.
This loom is a 4-harness loom. I only wove the rugs on 2 harnesses. But this is a good weaver for finer cloth.
Okay, because of the 4 harnesses.
Well, not only that, it's just set up to, I don't know why, but I've woven some very few fine woven things, and they did turn out beautiful. It's a very nice loom for fine work, finer work than I
Okay, well, we will put the name of it in the description of the video because somebody may have just happened to pick one of these up. And I see there's another one behind you there. In fact, this one, you did an entire video of how to warp a loom on. Or at least some tips and secrets, hints, and inspirational, encouragement stuff. So, what are the ropes?
Well, they're just hanging there as decoration.
Okay. Now, is it folded up now?
Yes.
So it does. It is much bigger when it's unfolded. So that's a convenience, actually, that it folds up.
Yeah, especially when I'm not
for
using
somebody who has a cramped studio and at least a couple dozen looms in it, you can fold up the one you're not using.
And this isn't a sectional beam either. This is warped different than that one over there.
Okay, the one that you did in the video.
Yeah, this one, you have to make your warp, and then you have to put it on, where that one you just roll the warp on.
And the 10-foot rug was made on...
That one.
Okay, the one behind. Okay. Okay, well, thank you very much. We will have to stop back and see what's going on in the Weaver's studio again some other day.
When I finish the chairs.
Oh, when you finish the chairs, okay.
I've been wanting to get to that one.